Another day, another in-house.
Another day, another in-house. Right, hopefully the stream can hear me now. I realised that it originally wasn't broadcasting my audio. Should be good now.
Alright. I've got my hair like pinned under my strap of my headphones to save you
Nice.
from the mushroom on my head, as I describe it. Dan and Tim forever with the greatest picture I've ever seen.
I just love that Rich is in the picture, but just completely looking the other way, not included at all. Roidz changing his camera angle, yeah?
Have I? Wait, I haven't changed it.
Have you
Who
not?
said I've changed it? I
just-
mean, maybe I did.
You just
Maybe
like
I did move it a bit away.
slouching back in your chair on the side. Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I've moved it a bit now. Who's saying I changed it? What?
Maybe it's your background. I don't know. Something's different. Karen's picking up on it.
Maybe it's my hair.
Yeah.
Like if I.
What
Now
is
it's
with
a
your
bit
hair?
fluffy.
Like Rick
I know.
Astley.
It needs to hide under under the head. I didn't call you a Dosser, Karen. I didn't call you Dosser. That was. I didn't realize it was you. I thought it was Nat. I just
right.
opened the screen.
10 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's because
It's
you're
'cause
not
I'm
eating.
not eating.
Yeah.
No,
Scram
I just
cam.
ate a yogurt. I just ate a
Just
yogurt.
a yogurt.
Yeah, a little like Lidl split pot yogurt.
Nice, loving it.
Right, what do we have here? A little OD band. Didn't OD get nerfed?
He did. He lost 5. Let me see if I can remember the nerfs. 5 base movement speed, 1 base armor. Arcane Orb went from 4320 to 6420. And Astral Imprisonment went from 120 to 150 mana cost. So yes, there were nerfs across the board, but none of them were significant enough to completely sort of take him out of the game. So he's still very impressive to play against.
Yeah. I guess Elite Cabbage just don't really fancy dealing with that, knowing Brex will probably pick it up for
Oh
himself.
yeah. He loves playing OD. Owen played a game recently, didn't he, against an OD, and still thought, yeah, he's actually really annoying to deal with, even the nerfed one. So
Fair play.
it's a fair ban. I don't know why Bristleback is being banned in Phase 1. I know Eternal Shroud has been really good for him, but I don't believe his win rate is still that high. Interesting.
It's a flexible hero though that can go in any lanes. That's the only thing. Wow.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And Nyx can't counter him isn't now as well. It's another small.
Yes,
point.
that's true. No break. And Nyx is never going to build a Silver Edge anyway, so yeah, he's just lost his ability to break. That's true.
5 seconds remaining.
Wonder if they're up to a Lycan strat. I don't feel like Bristle counters Lycan hard enough, but it's a little bit of a deterrent with all the core sprays destroying everything.
Dire team pick.
Let's see. Oh, Ogre. Going for a bit of a bloodlust strategy here.
Well, it's the old classic, isn't it? Used to be the first pick in every in-house ever.
It
Used to get banned all the time, actually, because its win rate was so high. You just run around Bloodlust your cores. The cores now have 100 free attack speed permanently, something like 15% move speed. It's more than a Yasha,
10 seconds
a free
remaining.
move speed. It's just a ridiculous hero. Slow, good laning, high armor. He's just
Seconds remaining.
simplest hero.
Just want to kind of not make sure, but after we've seen the draft and we decide whether it's going to be a. Because sometimes you max the magic spells on Ogre, maybe the Fire Blast or the Ignite. But if you've got like a Deucer on your team or something, if someone wants to farm, you normally max the Bloodlust. So we'll see what see how they decide to.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for the
deal
resub.
with that.
Like seeing those resubs come in. Cheers.
Oh, champ.
I agree. A lot of ogres recently have been going for magic build max. Actually, Fire Blast max. That used to be not what you do, but Ignite has been nerfed so many patches in a row that now maxing Fire Blast just gives you that power spike at level 6 that you used to really not have. So
Slaughter.
quite an early Slardar pick. Picking it first pick is quite unusual for that hero, but works in most lineups. He's never a terrible hero.
I guess it's someone that doesn't. Once he gets a couple levels, doesn't get bullied super hard by Ogre because he trades really well in just a mad fight.
10 seconds remaining.
I guess.
Yeah.
Just bashes. Well, the bash does quite a lot of damage to be honest. If Ogre wants, because Ogre just runs at you and slaps you. So
high physical damage, but also no mana cost. So you can always get those bashes off over and over and over in the team fight. I don't like first phase Slardar if they pick Slardar.
you don't like first phase Slardar if they pick Slardar. What do you mean?
PL, yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Slardar is Natchid 2. Thank you. I'm having this very minor bidding war for #1 spot, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm getting another 2 bits. I mean, eventually it'll be enough to get about $1. Can't wait for that.
This is a little V-Man Razor that's
Oh
making it.
yeah, I mean, I talked to VMan even in the cast, and he said he likes playing Razor offlane because it can be quite tanky. It's very aggressive.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Sort of a hero that like does the job of an offlane where you can put yourself on the map and
5
be a
seconds
presence,
remaining.
like regardless of farm, because you're just quite strong.
Razor's
I guess.
control is just coming from a tiny bit of slow from Plasma Field and draining damage, but I feel like a big problem with Razor, there's no crowd control, apart from the tiniest slow on Plasma Field, which is mostly just so you can run up to people. He does go
Yeah.
Yule's first item, which helps, but he doesn't have the crowd control of a hero like, you know, Centaur, Mars,
10
Tide
seconds
Hunter.
remaining. Dire team ban.
He's a hero that can kind of fight in the early mid game pretty well, regardless of his items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He'll rush Yule's and phase boots probably.
We'll see, we'll see. Could be always carry as well. It
Yeah.
sort of stops them from picking a melee mid as well. Or
Yeah.
most anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Razor does dominate melee mids very hard.
Yeah.
Do you know a hero who really does well against Razor? And I had to deal with this in a game before. I did actually win the game, but it was still really hard. Was Morphling. Because at first I thought, oh, you do quite well against Morphling in lane, but he can waveform out of the
Link.
static link, yeah. But then he turns into you and
Oh,
starts the
okay.
link. He can go straight back into Morphling, and now there's a Morphling taking all your damage back and firing these rapid fire orbs at you while moving. Oh my god, it is not what you want to deal with. So don't pick Morphling into, or don't pick Razor into Morphling. It doesn't work, as I found out quite horribly. And then your team start pinging you when he's turned into Razor. He's drained like 400 damage off your team, and there's a Morphling with 400 bonus damage killing everyone, and you just get pinged like Morphling stolen 400 damage. It's really bad.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I guess you could do Razor Morphling combo. Also, Aghanim's 300 cast range on the static link. That's a really long static link.
What, does the Morph Ags just give base 300 cast range?
It used to be 600, but they've nerfed it to 300 in the last patch. But yes, 300
what?
cast
I
range,
didn't
just
even know that.
only on stolen abilities, not on the rest of his spells.
Oh, okay.
But like
okay.
on
10 seconds
the abilities
remaining.
you've stolen from that hero. So imagine Razor with 300 more cast range.
5 seconds
Anyway,
remaining.
Rubik's been picked. Very standard hero. No Nat, but veteran plays it. I think most people can play it at this point. Most support players.
Yeah. I guess just a small interaction. Lift is pretty good at breaking link in general. Sometimes if you're close by and Razor starts a link, you can kind of
You
shove
can
it
link
back
him
and
back,
break it.
yeah, to take the damage off him, so you've like neutralized it. But
Oh, you can do that as well. Yeah, but I mean, you can if he starts a link on someone and you lift the Razor and push him backwards.
straight away, you're like
You-
immediately
yeah,
throw
you
him
can-
away. You have to be quite
kind
quick.
of break the link.
Yeah, he can steal
Yeah,
a
you
lot
have to
of
be right
damage.
there.
Juju or Ollie could play Morph. Can Ollie play Morphling? I mean, yeah, I think he can. Yeah, that's true. But to be really good at Morphling, you need someone who's very confident on the hero, and I don't know if we have a lot of those players. Anyway, we've talked a lot about Morphling. I don't think it will be picked.
Right, let's have a look at some of these bans. Right, so they banned Troll because he got the Slardar. Banned Dark Willow. I guess that's just scared of an Ollie mid Dark Willow. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Banned Drow. Standard 3 core bans from
10 seconds remaining.
both teams.
Well, Willow, I'm guessing it's Ollie's mid Willow they're banning rather
5
than
seconds remaining.
a Willow
Seems weird
support.
to ban a support Willow if you're scared of that. I don't really know why.
Yeah, that's true. That's going to be target ban for Ollie. I'm not sure why you'd ban that. There are other heroes who are really strong in this meta. I feel like Ursa is pretty strong. Maybe Radiant won't go for it, but I feel like that's a hero who needs to be banned at the moment. What other core is really strong at the moment? There's no Ross playing, but Alchemist is a pretty good hero right now.
I'm not really entirely that sure. DK's meant to be quite good, I think. At the moment.
Is he?
I
Not actually sure if he
seen it a
is.
few times.
Have a
Maybe
look at-
not, actually.
Have a
In
look
terms
at
of
the trends.
divine win rate, I don't think he's
Divine
high,
win rate,
but-
the highest is Lycan, but then it is Clinks. Clinks is
Lycan.
really high up there. You've got Beastmaster, you've got Naga Siren's win rate, very high in Divine, 53.7%. Bane has just always been high, but not really picked a lot.
Meepo's high. Whoa,
Meepo's win rate's quite high in Divine. Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah, it's interesting.
Nyx has gone down 2.3%. That's interesting. Well,
Yeah,
to be expected.
taking
I
away the
suppose.
break was all they did, but actually it was enough.
Grimstroke.
Grimstroke.
Okay, not a massive amount of synergy apart from his synergy with Rubik is pretty good because double Fade Bolt that can both bounce to each other
Yeah.
is like doubling the strength of the spell. So
Ixwell's
good
also
burst.
a nice spell for Slardar. to have
Yes,
on
good
it.
lane, good lane. So if Slardar's close to
Good
the
lane.
enemy,
10 seconds
sprint in with the Inkswell and you've got huge damage coming up. Yes, you do have the double Corrosive Haze, not a lot of synergy there, but good laning potential for sure.
You can also, if he decides to buy Blink on Slardar, you can use it before he blinks in. Like if you see them under a ward or something, you can swell him, blink in, crush,
Yep.
and then get the stun.
Yep, you've got
And it
stun
also
into
makes him
stun.
faster, obviously. So
Yes, yeah, it makes you really fast. Good ability. Yep, good combo.
Leash is probably nice against Razor in general because that hero wants to just kind of run around as well.
Holds him in place. Definitely useful. If he's bound to someone slow like Ogre Magi, that's really going to hold him down. But Ogre Magi buffing Razor, that's going to be quite a scary Razor. Razor going another sort of 15% faster with 100 free attack speed. I think that's a really scary hero you're going to have to deal with. I don't feel like the Dire are massively well equipped to deal with Razor. I mean, if he's draining the damage from Slardar, Slardar's not going to hit him very hard.
Yeah, they could lay in the Razor against Slardar as it stands. I think they'd be fine with that. It's a good
Pos
lane for
1,
Razor.
yeah, Pos 1 Razor. I think
Yeah,
Pos 1
yeah.
Razor's fine. Just put a semi-carry into your offlane as well.
Did they change any items in the patch, like Sanj and Yasha? Because that's a great Razor item.
No, it didn't get nerfed. It's exactly the same. Did any
Alright, okay.
items get nerfed in the patch?
I'm not sure. I
don't
didn't
think
read it,
so.
to be honest.
I'm trying to think of all the heroes who were nerfed. I don't think any items were nerfed.
Yeah. So Jakiro picked.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't really know. Like, I'm not flaming the pick. I just don't. I don't know in what situations a team would choose with Jakiro unless it's like a comfort hero. What is that hero really good against?
Hey, well, it's good with
AoE.
large
It's got,
amounts of
like,
AoE, team fighting, any sort of setup, you know, Faceless Void, Enigma,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
anything where Tide Hunter, anything where you've got big AoE, Jakiro could just throw his damage on top and do tons of damage and good follow up. Jakiro is a hero I feel is quite weak if there's no follow up. Like, sorry, he needs some initiation so he can be the follow up. You don't want to be engaging fights with Dual Breath and Ice Path. It's just way too slow. Weaver, okay. Weaver Grimstroke, I did play that combo today. It does work quite well in lane together. It's a pos one, I guess, who can deal with Razor because you can get away from the Razor really quickly. Kunkka is a hero we have not seen for a long time. His win rate is very low at the moment, but Ollie Kunkka?
The X is very nice as Weaver.
Yes, you can X him in place. Definitely hit him with the boat and the torrents, so that can guarantee a good kill, good setup.
Probably won't be able to get time lapse off if you land the combo. So
No, I think if you do it perfectly, so that the boat comes in with the X. Time lapse does have a little bit of a cast time, so I think you should be able to land it. Okay,
I'm sure
that's
Ollie
interesting.
will have that in the bag.
I'm sure he will. Last two heroes waiting to be picked, but first we have some bans. Running out of reserve time. They've used a lot of reserve time.
I think we've seen Death Prophet versus Kunkka mid before in Inhouse, and I think it was Dan Super Noodles against Ollie Kunkka,
Yeah.
and I was gonna say the Dreader. The Death Prophet did pretty well, so yeah.
Death Prophet is very good against Kunkka in the lane
Yeah.
because you're not too vulnerable to being bursted and you can just spam Spirit Siphon on the Kunkka. He has to go melee range to get last hits and you just Spirit Siphon him, Spirit Siphon, Spirit Siphon, Spirit Siphon. So, and Death Prophet heals more the tankier the hero is, and Kunkka has a lot of base HP. I think Kunkka will be okay here. He can deal with Rubik, Grimstroke, Slardar, Weaver. Again, he can be quite good against. In lane, I think he's fine. They're going to have to pick a mid hero to counter him.
So Dire have banned Bloodseeker. I'm supposing because they got like this Slardar and Weaver, they don't want to be getting ruptured and things. But I think it would have been a decent pick for them as well. It's good against Razor and can lane pretty well against Kunkka.
Yeah, and it's got a combo with Grimstroke because then you can ult two people at once with Rupture.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah.
I guess if you're not wanting to play it, then it's not a bad band though.
Yep.
Viper band.
Does that give away anything? Obviously, when we think Viper, we think break or we think TA. Yeah. Because Viper is probably the hardest counter to TA. I don't think there's anyone TA gets countered by harder. I know Jakiro's not great and Veno's pretty bad.
Doesn't Ember's Flame Guard break her refraction?
Radiant team
Yeah.
link.
I think obviously she still does a lot of right click damage.
lot
But
of
I think sometimes you can snowball that lane.
It's quite awkward being a melee against TA because you're going to get hit by a
Yeah.
lot of the refractions. Yes, the Ember can snowball the lane against TA. Definitely.
Oh, Jakiro mid in chat. That's true.
I like Jakiro
10
mid.
seconds remaining.
Against TA, yes, then you're kind of still a support, but if you've dominated the TA to the point where she's got absolutely zero farm and you've taken her tower, I mean, you can still end up, you don't have to be a pos 2, but you can definitely shut her down to the point where she's basically crying, and like we saw
Yeah.
Batrider versus TA, if there's a hard, I did talk about banning Ursa.
There's the
I talked
Ursa,
about
yeah.
banning Ursa. I talked about Slardar doesn't want to play against Ursa. He's a very meta hero right now. The Swift Blink was a massively good inclusion to him because it gives him an excuse to keep a Blink Dagger and it gives him so much move speed. His Ag Shard is okay. I think it sucks in the early game, mid game, but by the time you get to the late game and you have a lot
Yeah.
of attack speed, it's really good.
Dire banned Jug, but I think Slardar is typically a pretty good counter to Jug because
Yeah.
for a number of
Man up.
reasons. You can bash him in spin, so you can cancel TP, spin TP. You can just bash him in general when he wants to spin.
Yeah, you can just tank the spin and just hit him back and you'll win.
Yeah, you're pretty good against
Final
him.
pick, Dragon Knight. There's the boring Knight, but
So it's not Ollie though. It's not Ollie.
Anime Knight. Well, I think other people could play Dragon Knight. Might be Super
I
Noodles
know.
on it. Might be. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. I was correct. Old man Dragon Knight. You've got Juju Ursa. Ollie is on the Kunkka, so I'm guessing it's Kunkka mid. Look at the size of Chikiro.
I think generally in game that Ursa does alright against DK because if you can lock him down for a few seconds, your damage does build up. It's like how it's tanky hero that Ursa can sort of chop through.
Yeah,
A
and
little bit,
DK
anyway.
DK doesn't cause a lot of threat for Ursa because once Ursa's got his ult up, DK's stun doesn't do anything. Yes, you can
Yeah.
initiate and stun the Ursa. Maybe he'll even think about going for Aghanims at some point just in case, or just get BKB and just chop through everyone. He needs Abyssal this game to annihilate the supports and the Weaver. Also, Dragon Knight can't man-fight an Ursa, can he? You can't man-fight Ursa in melee, so Dragon Knight is pretty useless. He's got to try and kite with the Dragon form, but it's not that fast. So I think Ursa's a good pick here, and I'm not sure why they didn't ban it.
They in general have a decent amount of kite. Like they have Grimslow, they have Slardar stun, they have Lift, they have Weaver, they have a stun on DK. So it might be a hard Ursa game in general, but I think he'll have a good lane for sure.
Yeah.
So maybe he can just. I mean, an Ursa who's ahead is impossible to kite really. He's just too strong.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You think, oh, you can kite him, but you're only level 1, level 2. You don't have the ability to kite.
Yeah.
Then, oh, I
And he
can
kills
kite
with
him,
2 hits.
but he's got Abyssal Blade. Oh, now I've got another item, and now he's got Swift Blink as well. And so it just gets harder and harder to kite him. Then he gets talents to lower the cooldown. He gets talents to increase the cast range, the leap range, the slow amount. Just everything sort of... He has to build to anti-kite, and he succeeds because he rushes Battle Fury and gets loads of farm.
12-1-19 on the last match on DK for Dreader. We'll see whether he can replicate those stats.
Right, let's have a look. First camera is going up. This is B-Man cam when I get it to actually work. The OBS here is a bit temperamental. It is so nice, I must say, to be back on my main PC and not the laptop. I think the laptop stream did manage to cope. I don't think anyone complained about too many issues. I didn't drop too many frames, but now I don't have to run at 2000 bitrate. I could do 4000. I could do higher resolution, higher frames per second, and my game runs at a perfect 140 plus FPS rather than limping along at about 45. So
Ollie's ward's going to be spotted mid. They saw that under the die ward, maybe. We'll see whether he gets to the.
oh yeah, they definitely saw it.
He might have placed. If you click on the die ward though, I think Ollie might have placed his ward. No, he probably wouldn't have.
No, Ollie placed his first. No, the
Dire
Dire one
placed
went
it.
first. Dire one went
Yeah.
first. Yeah, Dire one definitely saw it.
We'll see whether they notice that.
I
Dreader
hope
has
so.
actually got. Yeah, so Super Noodles has got a Sedgy ward in his quick fight.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
That's clever. That means he knows. Dragon Knight against Kunkka. It's a very good lane for Dragon Knight. Kunkka's still going to free farm, but Dragon Knight won't lose the lane. Ever.
I see.
Ever, ever, never.
So they've got 2 heroes on each route.
That was too late, Weaver. Too late, Deutsch. Weaver and Rubik. That is a very annoying combo to lane against. Weaver is a ranged hero, not with long range, but obviously with Geminate attack. And then Rubik, that typical 550 range. I thought Rubik's range was 600. Okay, I'm mistaken. Whoa, very aggressive Kinder Surprise. The Kira is a cool hero, but one I am absolutely not useful on. So I try not to play it if I have to support.
Dan has his century coming on courier. Wonder if Ollie gets a deny on the ward.
That would be good. That would be good. Sentry's there. He's going for Soul Ring Dragon Knight. I guess you can do Bottle Dragon Knight mid as well.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of Soul Ring, but Bottle works if you're against a really difficult lane. You want some health regen too. E-Man on his typical Razor.
No gold for you.
Razor, not amazing against Weaver because Weaver can just Sakuchi out as fast as possible. But in the early game, even sealing like 20 damage is often enough. Brex on support. He's going in with the Inkswell. Gets the stun up, but you know, rank 1 Inkswell is not actually very strong. The stun only goes up to 1 second at level 1, but it's nearly 4 at max rank. Look at...
The max damage is only 90 as well.
Well,
If
plus
you hold
25 per second.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, okay.
So 165, but 165 magic damage that can only stun for 1 second is a bit underwhelming. When it becomes a 3.7 second stun, that does 360 bonus damage as well as 55 per second. Now we're talking.
Oh, okay. Ollie dewarded Dan's sentry ward.
Really?
That's
Wow.
a radiant sentry in mid, and it was
Yeah,
initially-
and he kept his ward up. Incredible.
It actually is in the... Oh, first blood. Never mind.
Yeah, Juju found it. And he's going in again. This is only level 2 Ursa as well, but look at the damage he's doing. Miles turning around, has to go off with the Slithering Crush. No points in sprint. I think Ursa is just such a good pick here, and he's going to have a pretty comfortable lane. He's lost a lot of health and mana. It costs 85 mana to use every Earth Shock, so I think he's going to struggle a little bit to keep up with that mana usage.
So Dan, they're trying to... There's a bit of a... Oh, is he going to get the deny on the ward?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
no.
is. Okay, good deny. But Ollie still has his ward up. That's important because Ollie is probably going to go for... a bottle. You usually do on a clinker.
Yeah, Dan's got another sentry and go because he knows where Ollie's ward is, so
Yeah,
it
he
gives him
does.
worth the money.
Okay, I'm just doing some damage to the Kunka. The problem with Dragon Knight is he does not hit hard, especially if you max out Breathe Fire last. So, but you need the 2 points of Dragon's Blood. It means you can just literally sit there and just right-click him over and over and over.
Yeah, you can just trade forever.
Veteran trying to do some damage to Tim. But Tim has gone for the triple mango build and the salve and 2 tangos. Actually decides to TP away. Doesn't like where he's at. Plays extra safe. Look at Noodles just clicking
Damn.
Ollie again and
I thought he was
again.
going to go for the Soul Ring Q then, but I don't think it would not have killed him. So have a little look. So a very defensive ward on bot lane from Dire. They place it on the cliff by their tower.
Oh wow, they're very scared now. But they know they're against Ursa, and Ursa's quite scary, but I still think you should place that a little bit more aggressively because the Radiant, they have to pull camp. Oh wow, V-Man actually managed to find a kill on Veteran. Guess that's the power of Ignite and Fire Blast. And now V-Man running around with 66 bonus damage, doing a lot of damage to Doge. Will not hit with the Plasma Field. That's unfortunate because it's a very expensive spell. He is going to rush Phase Boots. Razor, one of the only, probably only ranged heroes in the current meta who, or one of the few, who tend to go Phase Boots.
So I'm looking at Tim's skill build on Ogre. I
Oh, a
wonder
bit of a fight in the
whether
bot
he-
lane. Yeah, they're trying to get Miles. They got the slow. It's not quite enough. Slow
Ooh,
from
very
King of Surprise,
low.
but he's got rank 2 of Dual Breath. He's trying to get the Fire Breath off. I actually think he's got it.
He's
Is it
dead.
burning up? It's not quite strong enough, actually. Rank 1 Liquid Fire only does 12 damage a second, which is only 60 magic damage over 5 seconds, so it's very slow. But so close on Kinder. Yeah, I agree with what Karen's saying. Guys, if you are betting on the channel, can you please try to bet a reasonable amount? Otherwise, it is a bit unfair. One day, maybe they'll change the betting, make it a little bit fairer. Setting a minimum bet amount would be nice. Would like to make the minimum bet amount like 300 or something. For Wally getting the little torrent last hit there. Bounties are coming. Looks like Tim found a kill, but he is in trouble. Though Doige, you've got to be careful because you have no mana, and V-Man is taking all of your damage. He's waiting for the mana for Zakuchi. He actually salves himself, and V-Man
Nice.
will find a nice, comfortable kill there. Double kill for the Radiant. They're having a nice offlane 2-0-1 and 1-1-2.
I wonder whether Tim will continue to max the Fire Blast and such. I don't think it's bad. I'm just curious to what
I
he thinks.
think getting an early point of Bloodlust is quite good because Razor needs the move speed, and attack speed is quite nice on him too because he's stealing damage. I think with Razor, I probably would be maxing out Bloodlust, to be honest.
And Ursa, to be honest. Oh,
Looks
he's
like,
dead.
another kill in the bot lane. They actually managed to find a kill on Ursa. That's good because they were struggling in that lane. Now they have
I think
a bit of
you got
revenge.
the boots and bracer delivered on the Slardar. I'm not sure how long ago, but I remember when I used to play carry a lot, and whenever the Slardar would get delivered boots, it becomes pretty scary. If you don't have boots yourself, and he just
Yeah.
chains you down.
He gets a level in Guardian Sprint as well.
Yeah,
16% move speed, it's a lot.
that's a lot of damage.
Noodles
They're gonna go
is
on
in
it.
Elder Dragon form. Oh, we're having a look in the bot lane. They're going to try and get a kill on Mars. We've got the Ice Path already measured. No. Not quite enough. They tried to. They went in with the Ice Path, which he leveled up at level 4. Ursa has not gone for a rank of Overpower. This is sort of an old style of Ursa where you get a second point of Earth Shock to make the slow a little bit stronger. but it means you do have less burst. So it sort of swings and roundabouts, that build. I prefer now to get one early point of overpower. That seems to be the current meta with Ursa. But I know this build is equally as popular and still effective. But anyway, Miles will get out, spamming those tangos, still finding it hard to survive in this lane, despite the fact he hasn't actually died. Thought there'd be more kills for the Radiant in that lane, but actually no. It's only one each. Ollie stacking the jungle. That's poor effort. He had an illusion rune. I wanted to see like 4 camps stacked at once.
Ollie used to be the ancient stacking machine on Kunkka.
Yeah, he's not stacked his ancients at all yet. I'm guessing he will at some point. Currently, it is Ollie who's leading the last hits, but he usually does when he's playing Kunkka. We have another fight going on. The top lane veteran is 100% dead. Roidz cannot help, I'm afraid. The poor veteran, he will go down.
The face boots on Razor, nice little power spike, gets himself a kill. He's actually having a very nice lane, 3 kills on us.
Yeah, 301 already level 6, like you said. Doing very well. Early phase boots and early Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm only costs 100 mana and 80-second cooldown. So you can have it up every kill attempt, really. As long as you're only wanting to kill once a minute. Does 60 damage a proc.
Oh, bot lane, they're going on the Kinder.
Another bit of a fight here. Kinder in trouble. Gets hit by a massive bash from the Slider. But Slider is already level 6, and look at the damage he's going through. The final bash will not land.
If Miles had got off one more hit, he had a bash ready, and with Corrosive Haze on, that would be very dead. But
you're not getting that kill, Brex.
Fury swipes
I'm afraid. Yeah, Fury swipes is strong. Ursa went for an early Orb of Corrosion. He is a hero where Orb of Corrosion does make a lot of sense on. Now he's going for Phase Boots. Before he has to decide, does he want to commit to a full Battle Fury, or is he going to go for the early game build where you just get a Basher straight away? Maybe Morbid Mask Basher. Tim a little bit out of position, but they don't want to commit too hard on him. He's got a lot of regen, both Tim and Veteran. Veteran has 3 tangos and a healing stab. Now he gets stunned. V-Man's going in with the ultimate. There's no way Veteran survives from this. Look how quickly he's being taken down. 89 damage stolen. And now they kill their own bugs. Turn around onto Doige. Tim does not have any mana, unfortunately. Tim will probably clarity himself up.
Let's say the kill. Dan uses ult mid. Maybe he's going to try and...
I think you just spam your ult on cooldown when you're playing Dragon Knight mid. You've got to get it onto the tower. I think it's 60 pure damage. No, 100 pure damage to the tower every single time. Do you know what's really awkward about the tooltip? It says it does poison damage per second. Poison is not a damage type in Dota. We're not Pokemon. Why is it 20 poison damage? He means 20 magic damage or 20 pure damage. I believe it is pure damage though.
Right.
Might be magic, I don't know, but I don't know why it says poison damage. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's not very helpful.
No, not helpful at all. But then when is Dota tooltips helpful? They're always missing some important information. Have a look at hero levels. Both mid heroes are level 9. The hero with the highest edge at the moment is level 7 3/4 on the Razor. Having a great time.
They brought 3 heroes mid on Dire. Ollie's running into the lane.
It's quite hard to push against Kunkka, because Kunkka just needs to use his max rank Tidebringer and Torrent to pretty much one-shot the creep wave back. Noodles doesn't care. Barely takes any damage. Going straight Blink. Now, Ollie would go Midas if he was playing Dragon Knight, because he wants to farm, he wants to get levels. There's a massive set of Dire heroes heading bot. In fact, you've got 4 Dire heroes heading towards the bot lane. Miles is just farming, trying to get a little bit of experience. First heroes have revealed. You've got Haste coming with Noodles. He does have 1 rank of Dragon's Tail, 2.5 second stun. He decides to TP back. He goes, actually, no, don't want that. They brought a lot of heroes here. Just give up. Because Noodles wants to go mid. Where is Ollie? Ollie is just farming. Hasn't really stacked his Ancients either, which is surprising of Ollie. But he is doing top net worth at the moment. 5,000 gold already. Going straight Daedalus. Ollie has tried a lot of builds on Kunkka recently. I've seen him go Armor, I've seen him go Radiance, I've seen him go Shadow Blade. Now he's just going straight Daedalus. First item.
Yeah.
Already got a Chrysalis, actually. 30% chance to do a 160% Tidebringer. That is a really good early power spike. And 32 flat damage on top of that.
He's farming up really well.
He is. Ollie is having a great time with his last. It's 110 already. Miles ahead. Massive crit on the catapult. They're trying to go onto V-Man. Look at the immediate time ups, and now it's time to go on the Razor. Now that he doesn't have his link, but look how quick he is. Bloodlust as well. He's already got 1 rank of Storm Surge, but he does actually go down to the Fade Bolt. Noodles has turned up, gets the Dragon Tail onto Tim. Now we've got the Great Grimster holding Kendra in place. They would bring both of them back using the Telekinesis. But I think Noodles taking a little bit too much damage. Never mind, he's a Dragon Knight. He's tanky. He can survive. Another Fade Bolt goes through. Stolen Ignite. It's only rank 1.
He got his blink on the courier. He's been on Inchfeds for about 4 minutes on DK.
Has he? Well, he's an intelligence hero, maybe at heart.
He can't knock it. He's
Well,
gonna
we
try
can.
and get the damage on the mid.
He will try. That was a good fight. 2 nice kills for the Dire. Putting
DD
them
ridge top.
slightly closer to halfway. Look at the gold difference. It is very even. We have another game with a perfectly even early game, which is what we like to see. Creates some good Dota. Whoa, bit of a lag spike in that game. Don't know what that was all about.
So the Slardar actually has 500 net worth on the Ursa from the bot lane.
Does he? Well, that's Miles for you, isn't it? Miles is so good at last setting, so consistent. 12 denies versus 0 on the Ursa. But then Ursa is pretty rubbish at denying because he has such low base damage.
Yeah.
Here's going for Battle Fury. I like Battle Fury Ursa. I feel like it's the standard way to play him these days. Razor managing to steal 66 damage even from a Weaver using Sakuchi to get away. I like that Veeam went early point of Storm Surge rather than just ignoring it and maxing the Plasma Field. I know Plasma Field does a lot of damage and can do up to... Now he's got rank 3. That can do about, was it 300 damage? 300 damage at rank 3 if you hit roughly at maximum.
Yeah.
33 damage on Weaver. Well, Weaver's got his damage back now, but this Razor is level 9. Nearly level 9 on the Weaver though, so not doing too badly. Him
Dragon
is...
running top with a blink.
He is, you can see him coming. We do have actually 2 ranks of the Bloodlust. Is it going to be enough? Veeman is not Bloodlust at the moment, he's just going to get stunned. Out comes the Fire Blast. But Veeman will go down, gets breathed on by Noodles, then gets cliffed! And he is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't even have a TP. They can actually just leave him there, but instead they're going to claim the free kill. They have a ward there. Tim's going to throw a stun. Veteran's going to take the kill with some right clicks. And already making use of that Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger, I think, going Blade Mail. Why would you rush? Oh, gets the Dragon Tail out. Very aggressive, but it's only 2.5 second stun when it's rank 1. Ollie's going for the Torrent Boat combo. He really wants to kill the tower, and he does actually find it. Goes for the TP out. And he will make it. No, he won't. Yes, he will. Close.
Very
I really
nice.
wasn't sure there. It was very, very back and forth there. But he does manage to get it. Kinder surprise though, he is going to be the next person to be brought down. Stolen Ice Path, a great spell for Rubik to steal. And Noodles will claim yet another kill with his Fire Breath. Ollie, what a god. Indeed, he did play so well there. He knows what he is doing.
The nerve on that, man. The audacity from Ollie to just hit the tower and TP out. I love it.
I love it too. He really wanted the kill.
Oh, wait, I just noticed that Radiant have 2 observables placed at the exact same time behind the Dire tier 1 top. That'd be a lot of money if they get
with the same person who placed them, so probably just a little mistake there. Tower has gone down, so Radiant have managed to take 2 towers already. We've got the Weaver going in. Does actually manage to get the stun off in time, and I think V-Man's going to be brought down. He's stealing a fair bit of damage. Can Deutsch get the kill? Just needs to Sakuchi through him, but Noodles is here. Gets the stun onto Tim. Stolen damage from Veteran, so he's going to be a Rubik who hits quite hard. Stolen 69 damage. And there'll be another kill. So the Dire are losing when it comes to towers, but when it comes to rotations and ganks, they are leading. So I think the game is pretty even at the moment. Ollie on 8,000 gold. Look how far ahead he is. 70 last hits. He has 70 more last hits than the next person.
The 15-minute Daedalus has been complete, plus phase boost Razor.
15-minute Daedalus. That's an incredibly early Daedalus. I mean, Ollie's GPM must be pretty insane. 510 GPM. And remember, GPM start very low because you don't have much money at the beginning of the game. So a very impressive showing from Ollie.
Very easy.
He's on his
hit,
main
like,
hero.
Hero with the Daedalus. It's not
Right.
very tanky. He's just a big crit now.
Well, he's tanky because he's got 3.8 strength gain and he's high level. So he's making the most of the fact that he's tanky enough. V-Man's in trouble again. Out comes the Inkswell. Massive stun from the Inkswell. Veteran will get the kill with a max rank Fade Bolt.
So he was dominating on Razor, but now he's just got. He was 4-0, but now he's 4-4. So he's good rotations from the Dire too.
The Dire are better at killing, and Noodles is going in. Blink Dagger. He's actually already got a Sange. Goes for the blink on the Ursa. Oh, going to be another turn. Look at Miles waiting so patiently for the stuns. But Juju does manage to get the ult up before the second one. Uses the Earthshock to try and get away. But Miles is running. They're going to turn to Tim instead. Out comes a TP from Kinder. Going to throw out an Ice Path, but it's a little bit too far forward. Uses the Macro Pyre, but all that really does is destroy all the trees. Tim is going to go down, little right click. Veteran has the stolen Macro Pyre.
Yes, the lift really good.
Yeah, he's going to go down. Ollie found the X-Master spot. Goes in with the huge crit.
You got C3.
Double damage. Look at the damage he does to Brex. Half of his HP. If that was a crit, that actually would have killed him. Goes with the Torrent. Just misses the Torrent. Not quite far enough ahead.
Tip.
Brex, that's cheeky. Inappropriate. Look at the damage that Miles is doing. He turns up. Gets the ult off. Is it going to be enough to kill Jakiro? Ollie doing some damage. In fact, if he has one more attack, that's going to be a kill. Just going to run in with the phase boots. The kill actually does kind of surprise. And then Tip goes back.
That Tidebringer nearly killed Brex in one hit. That would have been great. I would have loved to see the counter tip after that, but it was so
That would have been good.
Satch.
Ooh, Ollie tries to look at the damage he does to Veteran. Again, not a crit. You know, the crit is 225%. If it lands, it's definitely killing someone. And he is going for Blink Dagger on Kunkka, which does allow you to line up those perfect Tidebringers, and then you can get a few cheeky auto attacks off well. Ollie's crit is broken. Yeah, a little bit. Been a bit unlucky there. But this is the next crit. Here we go.
Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
Torrent. Miles, you're in a lot of trouble here. Massive crit coming through from Ollie. No, it didn't crit again, but we have a lot of damage. He's stuck in the Macro Pyre. And out comes the damage coming out from the Kunkka. Boat, doesn't matter. Kinder surprised with the perfect Macro Pyres into Max Threat and Jewel Breath, doing so much damage. If we had a damage counter for that team fight, or for the last few team fights, Kinder would be at top.
Full blink on Ollie now. So he can X-blink,
18 minutes.
crit, put himself back, sort of things like that. We'll see.
But look what we've rushed on Super Noodles, an item that you don't see rushed these days anymore. It's Heaven's Halberd. Goes in, gets the stun to V-Man. V-Man hasn't stolen any damage yet. He's going to start stealing damage. Out comes the Torrent. While he's in there, doesn't have any big crits yet. Has to go back because of his X-Master spot. V-Man just decides to run in. Look at him stealing so much damage, 148 damage stolen. And still alive. Has a salve, so can salve himself up. Is going to do so. No big crits from Ollie. Pretty unlucky. Definitely hoping to get one now. V-Man, look at the damage takes from the Fable. Another no crit from Ollie, but he will still be able to get the kill with his Blink Dagger. So he's just using X marks a spot and Blink to go in Noodles. I do not know if this is what you want to do, so you're just going to back off. Heaven's Halberd is quite good against Kunkka. It's good against Razor. Good against Ursa. Ursa is. Ollie gets a courier kill with his attack, but now he's going to be stunned for a very long time. He's finally going to go down. Noodles gets yet another kill with his
all
breath.
that net worth, he is squishy.
Well, he's squishy, yeah, squishy when the entire team
I remember for a while, I think it was Chessie, if you know who that is, the player.
Yeah.
He was buying BKB on first item on Kunkka.
I'm not sure if he needs that.
I'm not sure if it's good. No, I'm not. I don't know, but
I like
the kind of approach of staying alive and sustaining damage rather than that one big hit. But I mean, I respect the build a lot.
Oh, me too. And Ollie knows what he's doing. I think he's been quite unlucky with the crits. I like the Armlet build because Armlet does make you very tanky on Kunkka. It gives you that health regen, and it still gives you some reliable damage. Or you can go Radiance build. That helps you farm a little bit. Not like you need that. Ollie has been incredibly unlucky, yeah. Literally as unlucky as I've ever seen a Kunkka. He's still the highest level by quite a bit. He's already level 16. No hero is massively under-leveled. The game is incredibly close, 20 minutes in, and the net worth never has exceeded more than 1,000 gold. So we're in for a tough game, guys. In for a good one.
Is a great conductor.
What build's the Weaver going? He has got Dessa, okay. So stacking the minus armor a bit with
the Slardar, yeah. I guess it makes sense.
They have the quickest Roche lineup with Slardar Weaver. That's very fast.
Well, the other team have Ursa though. So,
oh yeah, they also do.
So I think either team
Slardar
can
Weaver
take it.
Faster.
I don't think anyone takes it faster than Ursa, to be honest. He kills it so quickly, even
well,
solo.
Yeah, if it's as one hero, he's not super fast on his own.
Weaver is good because, of course, if Roche is not hitting the swarm, it just continually takes off armor until the reduction is like 15 armor. It looks like there's a bit of a fight in the bot lane. Dai getting yet more kills. Juju ults, tries to escape. He's got Blink Dagger already. He went Blink Dagger after Battle Fury. That's interesting. Nice Ice Path, Macro Fire coming out. Look at the damage, but we do have the stun coming out from Miles. He has to run, however. I think Brex in a bit of trouble. Noodles just trying to quietly escape. He does manage to TP out. Brex will go down, but that's the only person they managed to kill. Actually, I think Veteran's in trouble too. Good turnaround from the Radiant. They only lost him. that managed a
Huge
triple
stun
kill.
from Kinder. Because I think the Dragon Knight's Blink Dagger was coming off cooldown, and I think he was going to go back blink on the Ursa, but he got stunned by the Jakiro. So
Yep. Kinder's Jakiro plays have been incredible. It's sort of like, you know, Draken. These players who you think they're a little bit lower rank, you think, okay, I'm not very good at Jakiro, don't know a lot about it, and they do these incredible game-winning or team fight-winning Jakiro plays. And it's really impressive what I hear with quite a simple skill set can do if you just line up everything perfectly.
going on Noodles. I think he's very dead.
He's in a bit of trouble. Dragon Knight is a durable hero, but as you said, Ursa will eventually tear through him, right? And he's trying. The hits are getting bigger and bigger. But there we go. He will bring down. Juju, interestingly, is dominating, and you feel like he's a hero who's been gone on a lot of times, but they've never managed to kill him. So he is 5-1-1. Dragon Knight is 5-1-4. The lead is finally a little bit in Radiant's advantage. 2,000 gold, so still reasonably minor, but they do have the lead nonetheless. Ursa on 11,000 net worth. Problem with Weaver is he can't farm at the same speed if you don't go Maelstrom. You just don't have a farming tool.
He's not getting any kills at the moment as well. He's 2-1, but yeah, the Ursa just got a little power spike, got a few kills.
Battle Fury as well, so Ursa's going to be farming very quickly. Went straight Blink Dagger. I like that Blink Battle Fury, just the quickest possible blink, rather than waiting for later getting a basher.
He's wrapping around here.
Yeah, just go straight in. Ooh. Gets a kill. GG 6-1-1 at the moment. Rex hiding in the trees. Yeah, his team's gone. Already lost veteran.
Very sad to be like a Rubik in this game, where it sort of looks like you're just dying out of position, but when you die in 1 second of showing on the map, it's very hard to play.
Oh, yeah. It's not his fault. If he makes a poor positioning decision or he gets caught out of place, he just dies instantly. He's got absolutely no sort of wiggle room there. And the Radiant are committing their entire team here. Ole has gone for a second Daedalus. So, not going for BKB, not stopping for a Radiance or whatever other items Kunkers get. I don't even know, to be honest. Heaven's Halberd sometimes, or you can even get Aghanims, you can get...
I guess he really was frustrated with not getting those crits. He thought, I'm going to boost my chance.
Yep, so it doesn't become 60%. It's not quite how it works, but it's 2 attempts at 30%.
What's the term? Is it like diminishing returns?
It's not... I'm not sure. Okay, so you can't double crit, right? So 1 Daedalus still gives you the same maximum damage as 2 Daedaluses. But of course, Daedalus has 88 base damage on it. So 2 of them, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, true.
But the chance to crit becomes very high. Because if the first Rapier doesn't crit... first Daedalus doesn't crit a 30% chance, the second one might. So
so the Roche being scattered by the swarm, but
it's too fast. So that's the power of Ursa, isn't it? And Miles is actually going to go in anyway. He's going to get a kill on Ursa, but Ursa, never mind, he actually pops his ult, is going to live. Look at the damage coming out from the boat. The boat is going to crash, but the Weaver does manage to escape. So it's just going to be Miles brought down at the moment. Tim gets the stun onto Weaver, double cast. You don't have any damage stolen by the Roidz yet. Now he's going to steal some damage from the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight uses his Heaven's Halberd, but Ollie will find yet another kill. And now the Dire, they're regressing this fight a little bit. Deutsch has to pop his BKB just to get away. Inkswell giving him a little bit of a speed up. But the Radiant, they still managed to get 2 kills from that fight and the Roche. Miles had a very bold attempt to engage. Didn't even bring down Juju's Aegis. Managed to hold on to it. Ole is now level 20 and has the plus 20 strength talent. That's a lot of free strength coming into a hero who really needs it because he's not very tanky.
And free damage to stack with the crits.
Yep.
Very nice.
He now has enough money to buy his second Daedalus. Juju just goes in and gets immediately another kill. Now he has the basher, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least 1 bash off with Ursa.
She's slowly slipping through the fingers to die.
Is Ollie critting 1,800? I can't tell. That was not a crit, actually. He's having a good time. Ollie on his signature hero Kunkka. He's actually only 413. Doesn't have tons to show for it, but look at his farm. 100 more last hits than the next person. And guess what? The next person with farm is on his own team. 150 more last hits than the top core on the Dire. Dire really, really struggling for that farm.
Yeah, this is very rough. Kunkka's farming at lightning speed with this double Daedalus build. I'm just watching him go around.
Just walk around and just one-shot every camp.
Yeah. It's like watching an SF in the late game with his arcane blink and altar and just raising everything on the map.
And he went Blink Dagger, which he can turn into a Swift Blink if he wants, or an Overwhelming Blink.
Yeah, I think if you could just, with a Swift Blink sort of thing, you can play without playing for the type rating. Like you can just
Swift blink is-
Tidebringer.
yeah.
You just blink in and just hit over repeatedly. You
Sure,
do
yeah.
so much damage.
A few chops with double Daedalus, you're not going to survive that, are you?
No.
And 50 attack speed, 50 more damage coming out from the
Bloodlust, yeah.
well, from the Swift blink. He's got Bloodlust too. It just helps even more. Juju going for a kill on Doige, doesn't quite have the damage to kill him. The Ice Path catches him right on the edge, and they've got Detect as well. What an amazing Ice Path. The Veteran does steal it. Is he going to get found by Ollie? Not quite. Great play from Kinder. Fantastic play. They actually do manage to find Veteran. He's going to go down. Kinder's Ice Paths have been absolutely flawless this game. Okay, maybe one or two have missed, but the ones that mattered always landed.
Let's go for Mjolnir on DK.
Well, it's typical items to try and get some damage. You can put me on yourself. It does a lot of damage if Urza's is hitting you quickly. But I feel like it's maybe not strong enough. Radiant are very dominant right now. I just don't feel like Dragonite is a good pick into Ursa. Because you can't man-fight an Ursa no matter how hard you try. You can't fight a Razor. He's going to steal all your damage. And can you fight a Kunkka? Yes, maybe. But Halberd didn't really help you losing all your base damage. Or all your damage, really. Razor only needs a few seconds of uptime. All your damage is on. Juju goes in. X marks the spot. He's brought back. Yeah.
That was cheeky.
Cheeky voice line. I love it.
And an
Especially on
Implore on
Brex.
Ollie. Very nice.
As if he needs more crit, to be honest. It's just,
Especially on Brex, you're right.
yeah. Ollie's looking for a big crit. Ursa's still got the Aegis. Zoning Ice Path. Ollie's waiting. Goes in. Crit on Veteran, but it's not going to one-shot him. Juju's now trying to go onto Miles. Out comes the nice ult from Brex. Holding Ursa in place, but they're still just charging forwards. They've got the BKB active. No one can bring down this Ursa. He is in his ultimate. Doige trying to do whatever damage he can. Gets bashed. Needs to rewind. Does get the rewind off. Has the Ink Swell. But gets stunned straight by the Ice Path. Out comes the multicast from Tim. We're doing a lot of damage. Doige gets hit by the torrent. In fact, he's just going to burn to death. Yeah,
Wow,
that's
he
going to be the
actually
kill.
died
Kinder
from that.
Surprise gets the kill. That was a
Wow,
pure support takedown plus a torrent.
That was very sad to watch. That was a good play from the Radiant, but he just died like he had no chance. Kikuchi just died standing there.
And Radiant didn't
All
lose
the
a single
dots.
hero. Brex had to buy back, and they did manage to kill Doige. Ollie goes in, big crit, doesn't find a free hero. Is going for a BKB now, decides that actually, wait a second, I do need the BKB. Juju has returned. He now has a Morbid Mask. Gets stunned by Super Nils, who wants to go in. Mars actually goes in with the stun, has the Aghanim's. We're doing a lot of damage to Juju. He's got to be careful. He doesn't actually have his ultimate up yet because of the silence. Needs to get rid of the ghost. Does pop it, but it's too late. Mars will find the kill. Great play. And that's the power of the Phantom's Embrace. And now the Radiant are finally on the run. That's 724 gold gone to Miles. Tim turns around to get the stun off. Another stun coming out. Ollie, he decides to turn up, gets the boat off. But actually, he's just going to use it to run away. The boat to deter his enemies, also give him 12% move speed. Looking for a stun from the Dragonite. Actually gets it on the other Dragon, Jakira, but he has very little base damage, so he can't kill anyone. The Dire just really lack damage, and Ollie, he's just going to right-click Slardar to death. It's time for the Radiant to turn around. V-Man, he's running in. There is an Ink Swell on Super Noodles, but it doesn't matter because V-Man has BKB stolen 174 damage. Doige on the run. Actually trying to go for a kill on Kinder. That's very greedy, but okay, he will get away with it. There's Brex. I guess the X marks the spot off in time. Now he's going to bring him back.
Crit. Oh,
Doesn't
got
actually get the
my
crit. There's the Yules.
Oh,
931 non-Tidebringer crit in the face. Has a full BKB, and that's 34 more damage onto the Kunkka. Okay, not a lot when he already has over 400. He is looking forward to that Tidebringer cleave talent. You can tell it. 140% more cleave. That almost doubles the damage Tidebringer does. Think about how much that will increase Ollie's damage.
got the full BKB from the XTP. Didn't buy another TP though, noob. Grab one.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's a big GG's from me though. 20k net worth on the Kunkka.
That's what I like
30
about these high-ranked games. You can have 20 minutes where the goal is absolutely perfectly the same, and then just one team start dominating almost out of nowhere. It just takes like a few really good fights, a few careful fights. Noodle's going with the stun. They are trying. They might be able to kill V-Man. V-Man has the BKB up. Does he can he use it in time? He actually pops it, but ends up just wasting the charge. And now the Dire, they're chasing the Radiant. Tim is on the run. So is Ollie. Ollie actually has Corrosive Haze on him, so they do know where he is. Corrosive Haze reapplied to Ollie. He does have BKB, but you can't BKB away from Slardar. Actually, he just turns around, starts right-clicking, pops out the boat, but realizes, wait a second, I might have made a mistake. Has the Blink Dagger up, so it is just going to back off.
Miles blink stunned Tim on the Ogre, and he got it, but Tim got the Glimmer Cape off. They didn't see him and assumed they missed the stun.
They didn't apply the Corrosive Haze back to Tim.
Yeah,
So
Tim just
TP'd.
TP'd in between all of them. It's quite fun.
So he's just going to pop the Oh no, he popped the Abyssal Blade, but it wasn't quite enough to kill Doige. He's got Blink and Abyssal now. His mobility is crazy. He went for 12 Fury Swipes damage at level 20, which I guess makes sense. You want to get as much damage as you can on Ursa. With the burst, went for the 12 Agility talent instead of 350 health. That is a very greedy way to play Ursa, because 350 health is a lot of free health, and 12 Agi is not a lot of damage. But it's working out.
I suppose most of the damage on die is physical, so bit of armor from that actually.
2 armor, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, but maybe the health's better.
Ollie, got the X-Master spot, it's on Brex. But then Ursa just blinks straight on top. He's trying to kill Weaver, but he does get stunned by the Slardar. Didn't pop his ult in time. Now Juju's going to pop his ult. They won't be able to kill him. Brex actually gets away as well. But I think Doid's in a bit of trouble. Gets immediately multicasted as soon as he's back. X marks the spot. Does that bring anyone back? I'm not entirely sure who that was on.
He died.
Ollie, he manages to find a kill on Brex. Straight to the bottom with him. Slardar is going to run. I don't know if they'll catch him. Ollie just cleaning up, neutralizing. Both of them are very good for Ollie. I'm not sure which one I'll go for. I'd probably go for the Titan Sliver. 20% base damage is a lot when you're a strength hero like Kunkka. A bit of magic resist, bit of resistance. Sages resist.
The base damage of Daedalus is super good, right? Is that how it works?
Base damage is based on your strength, but Kunkka has a lot of strength. Daedalus, it's not base damage.
Oh, wait, no, but doesn't Daedalus crit based on
No, it's
base
just
damage?
all damage, all damage.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why Daedalus is so good for damage. It's not critting on your base damage, it's critting on everything.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. That makes sense a lot.
Even illusions crit with Daedalus, but illusions don't get base damage from Daedalus, so. But they can still crit. Right, Noodles still going for his Mjolnir, but it looks like he's slowing down the Mjolnir to pick up a BKB. I think it may just be too late. They've already lost 2 sets of racks. 20k gold net worth lead. Look at the power of this Kunkka and this Ursa. They are so far ahead. You've got 12k net worth on Doige. He's still got nothing to his name apart from a Desolator and a BKB trying to get a Daedalus Overwatch case for this Dragon Knight. Yeah, true. Ceremonial robe on Tim. Trying to kill Tim. I don't think they can kill him. I mean, Tim is a fairly squishy hero, but still maybe not someone you want to go on. Goes to stun. Now V-Man, he's charging in using the ultimate. He actually has a pipe on V-Man. Doesn't even need to use it. He's just charging with the BKB, and you've got Ursa trying to get a kill into Doige, but Doige just manages to get away. No, he rewinds back. On about 1 HP because he realizes he goes into Tim. And now he has to run. He gets Yules into the air. Yules into the ice path. And a massive crit coming out from Ollie. 1,300 damage to the face. Ollie now has the Tidebringer talent, so any Tidebringer Ollie gets is going to be an easy kill. Sorry, Veteran, there's no way you're going to get away there because the Radiant have seen you, and that's nearly a full team wipe. Dredder is done with this game. Yeah,
that's the report on Dredder, to be honest. Crapper.
I think that's the problem with Dragon Knight. He's quite a passive hero. When you've got strong heroes like Ursa, just what can you do? Nice blink away. But he's been X marks the spot. Ursa's gone straight in. And Ollie's going for a massive crit. There it is. Lots of buybacks coming out, but Juju doesn't care. He's just charging straight in. He's now losing all of his damage. Veteran has managed to steal Ursa's static link, takes 112 damage off the Ursa. Is this time to go in? I don't think so, because it's still 3 versus 5, and Ollie is strong. He's a level 25 Kunkka. He's now going for Divine Rape. He actually has enough money to get it. I'm not sure he needs a Rave here. He's going for the big crit. Tries to get the kill, but realizes no one's around. So if I was him, I would have just hit the tower a few times. Big waves pushing in bot. Catapults are on their way. And Ursa just goes in again, tries to insta-kill Brex, doesn't quite have the damage to get it. Veteran once again seeing damage from Juju, but they still had enough stacks on Brex, so Fury swipes to kill him. Doige really trying to do damage, but just does not have enough power. He's about to get stunned. Miles goes in. They do manage to bring down Tim. Kinder Surprise is going to go next, but out comes the boat. And Kinder Surprise doesn't even die. He gets piped. He keeps himself alive with yours. Actually gets the Macro Power, which is going to kill Veteran. Kinder Surprise with another kill. And Juju, he is nowhere near close to being taken down. And Ollie, he is just wandering about with his BKB up. You've got the stun onto Ursa. Ollie goes in with a crit. He keeps missing his attack. Finally, he gets the kill with the massive crit. And Ollie, he's on about 1 HP. He needs to kill the bug or he's going to die. 12 HP. Ollie actually dies to the bug. 1,008 gold going to Doige. More buybacks coming out from the die. They're just about holding on. They will kill V-Man. They are. Kinder Surprise, trying to TP out. Does just about manage to get away, but there are 2 catapults. I think they're actually going to kill this rack. Inkswell goes up. Yep. Range Racks will go down to the double catapult. Now there's only one barrack left, which is the melee barracks in the top lane. Just as well he didn't buy that rapier. Yeah, true. Or he would have given them a rapier. Maybe Dire would have had a chance. I mean, Dragon Knight or Weaver finally with enough damage to do something.
The DK did a lot of work. The Ursa's always on cooldown. He went in quite aggressive, but they just chain stunned him. Died pretty easily.
Yeah, that's it's a good fight from the Dire, but it's a little bit too late. They're still 30,000 gold behind. They've lost everything in their base apart from the melee racks.
Still looking like GG's from me.
Oh yes, it is GG's.
See. If they can win this game on Dire,
Dire's middle tower is all
then
alone in the world.
I don't even know at that point.
Ollie's decided rapier, not a good idea. Went for a third Daedalus and is now going boots of travel. So now, if the first Daedalus doesn't crit and the second Daedalus doesn't crit, the third Daedalus might crit. So he's given himself a lot of chances.
Your ashes
One of these will crit,
like
definitely.
rain.
Enjoying his 3.8 strength gain as well. Miles trying to get a kill on Kinder Surprise, but Kinder Surprise does have yours, going to use himself immediately. And now Juju's here, immediately abyssals onto Miles, but not sure if that was the play. Look at the ice path right on the tip, and that's going to be the kill. Kinder Surprise yet again. Actually went for minus 50 liquid fire attack speed, which is an interesting talent. Attack speed slow. Very unusual talent there.
Heroes, to be fair.
Yeah, actually quite good. Went for lower ice path cooldown. Didn't go for dual breath range. I think he'll go for ice path duration at level 25 if he gets there. Another free Roche. Ursa's going to take that. Gets a nice chunk of golden experience for that as well. Has the Swift Blink on Ursa. Swift Blink, 25 agi, as well as 50 attack speed, 50 damage, and phase move speed. That is 40% increased. Swift Blink is a ridiculous item. It's a very expensive item though.
Oh, that was a big crit from Ollie.
Swiftblink is 6,800 gold. So for that, you could actually buy a Divine Rapier. Or a full Abyssal Blade, nearly.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. It's too
Very scary item to play against.
It is. That's what's made Ursa so good. He needs some mobility, and now that he's got the Swiftblink, he can just go straight on someone. Out comes the ultimate from Brex. He's gone for the double Inkover, which slows him, does a little bit of damage. Inkover's a bit of a weird spell. Does a bit of damage, a bit of everything. It doesn't do a lot. Super Noodles is going in, but V-Man immediately starts stealing his damage. Juju just goes in, deletes Brex. Brex out of the game, no buyback. V-Man is enjoying taking all of the damage from this Dragon Knight. 158 damage stolen. In fact, V-Man's also got a gem. Gem of True Sight and an Elven Tunic. I like the way he's itemized this Razor. I like that an early gem was bought, and now it's going to be the GG. Even if it's not called, it's going to be over. Boat goes in. Ollie tries to get a kill. Actually gets stunned in the base. X marks the spot. Not going to bring him back, so he's going to die. They do manage to find a kill on Doige. Juju will get down, but he does have the age. It's a good thing Ollie didn't have that rapier. Attempt to, or he would have easily died. They're stun onto Juju, but there's no way they're going to bring him down. And V-Man is just patiently trying to win the game. Dire even dropped the glyph. Not entirely sure why they're dropping that. V-Man's still clicking the base. I think he might even have gone AFK. You can't even tell that he's not even moving. And there we go. GG, the Ancient has fallen. Or not. There we go.
I feel like the Dire didn't quite make the most of their rotations in the early game to kind of play with their, like, they have tower pushing lineup with this sort of DK and Slardar, but the DK, like, you remember when we got the haste, ran bottom and TP'd out as soon as he saw heroes.
Yeah,
It did
he
make
was
some good
tanky.
rotations top though. I don't really know what the Kunkka just farmed enough that Ursa got enough space to farm the whole top side of the map for a few minutes and come online, and after that they get a Roche, win a team fight, and it's just GG's pretty much. That's
Yes,
my 2-minute analysis.
I agree. I think the Dragon Knight should have gone more aggressive with the diving. He's a tanky hero and he does have a long point-click stun. I mean, look at Ollie. He started ahead and the lead just built and built and built. And then eventually, like you said, Ursa catches up. And by then it's too late because you've got this enormous Ursa that you're trying to bring down and a really strong Kunkka. And Kinder Surprise is sitting at the back giving constant ice pass. Absolutely perfect ice pass. I want to see his hero damage dealt. 20,000. In fact, Tim still did more. Every hero on the Radiant has done a lot of damage, so a very well split team with Ollie and Juju obviously dominating.
They all did more than all of the heroes in Dire bar the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Dragon Knight managed to do 25,000. Noodles trying his hardest, but Dire didn't have very high damage. They really lacked hero damage. I know they had this Weaver Slardar, but the rest of their team couldn't capitalize on that physical damage very hard. So it just wasn't enough to take down heroes like Ursa.